how can you do this business without investing a single penny? As I told you that the first prerequisite that you need to take your fingerprint report. Now you might be thinking that yeah, ma'am is indirectly asking for money. But it's not that way. If you see practically, if you go to market this product to anyone, they will first ask you कि कहाँ आपने कराया है रिपोर्ट, आपको कैसा लगता है, इस भविष्य है क्या, सब सच बोलते हैं, मैडम बोलते हैं, ब्रेन का और इंटेलिजेंस का कैसा वैल्यू रहेगा. So if you have not tasted it or if you have not done it on yourself and you are not convinced that this product is useful to myself, then it is not possible to convince anybody else. बराबर है ना. जो चीज़ आपने टेस्ट नहीं किया है वो आप दूसरे को नहीं टेस्ट करा पाओगे बिकॉज आपको उसका फील नहीं आएगा. इसके लिए फर्स्ट रिक्विजिट ये है. अभी what is a simple way to gather 10 people? Simple way is whenever you are going into party and functions, you can start promoting this DMIT, you can start discussing about this. How do you start the conversation? First is the product is useful for every age, but it is best for the children who are in the 10th standard or 12th standard or in the nursery or any school. Like whenever, if you have observed, whenever any parents meet or any friend meet or especially when mother meets, they start with the complaint show. Oh, my child is not studying, he doesn't have any concentration. I am wasting so much of money in music class and in drawing class and this thing. At the end of the day, he is not doing anything. Immediately you can start a business or you can start the conversation. Right, ma'am, you are absolutely right. These children, they don't listen to us. But don't you think that somewhere we are also responsible? We are not aware that what our children wants, right? Sometimes we are just forcing them. Oh, बाजू वाले का लड़का ड्राइंग क्लास में जा रहा है ना, चलो अपने बच्चे को भेज दे. बाजू वाले का बच्चा है ना क्रिकेटर बनने वाला है, चलो मैं भी क्रिकेटर के क्लास में जाऊँ. लेकिन कहीं आपने जानने की कोशिश की है कि आपके बच्चे को जरूर है इस चीज़ की, क्या उसको क्रिकेट खेलने की इच्छा है? डज ही वांट टू रियली बिकम अ चैंपियन इन दैट? नहीं, आपने वो जानने की इच्छा नहीं की. या तो कभी क्या होता है कि चाइल्ड इज नॉट एबल टू एक्सप्रेस इन अ वर्ड्स दैट व्हाट ही वांट्स, एंड एज ए पेरेंट्स वी आर नॉट एबल टू जज, राइट? नाउ इफ यू आर हैविंग सम पैथोलॉजिकल problem with the child, what you do, you take him to doctor. If he is having a fever, then you try with the crochet. If it doesn't work, then generally you take to your family doctor and then you go for the different type of reports. Same way, this is another kind of report which is based on the fingerprint, and it is a totally scientific report. And this scientific report, as the Meeta ma'am is saying, it is 101%, I mean 90% authenticity is there. She has done till now around 5,000 counseling, and I'm very new into this business. So if you can if you can give me say around 1 hour on this Saturday, I'm arranging a presentation for that. She herself is going to come and present that what is this product, and then if you feel like, you can go ahead with this track. Simple. Then you can take their phone numbers, their communication, and then you arrange. Get 10 people and you start communicating like this. It's not easy. We are not inviting them to birthday parties or something like that. It is something, a technical representation for which everybody needs to have a time and priority. In fact, what happens now, whenever you talk regarding these people, they will say, अरे ऐसा तो बहुत कर दिया, ये डॉक्टर को दिखाया, ये काउंसलर के पास गए, मार्केट में कुछ नया आता रहता है, मुझे कोई इंटरेस्ट नहीं है. Then you can start giving some examples. Like if your child, you must have seen 3 Idiots long back. So there are many students who want to become a photographer, but they are forced to do the engineering. And sometimes it so happens that student kills himself or herself, and then afterwards parents realize, oh, what is happening? Because somewhere we are forcing our children so much into the direction where they don't want to travel, and when they are too much of stress, everything becomes mess. So why to create this stress? We always speak that prevention is better than cure. So why not to go for such a scientific test which is approved throughout the world, and that madam is doing in India for now 7 to 8 years. So we must have attempt to do that DMIT test, right? Second thing, anything to market, it is a not easy task, but it is not that difficult task also. If you decide to climb a mountain, it is possible to climb a mountain. Like there was a lady who climbed the mountain when her legs were cut. So now in marketing, what happens? You have to keep a ratio. If you are talking to 10 people, you assume, or you can say that at least one person will come for the presentation. So you tell me how many people you need to talk if you want to gather 10 people. From the 10 person, 1 person is going to come. So from the, if you want at least 10 people to come, you need to talk to at least 100 people. When you talk to, when you create the awareness, and you don't have to speak too much, you can just give the website name. You can collect my pamphlets, you can distribute the pamphlets, you can give the website name. We have a presentation, weekly presentation every time going on our office if they are willing to come to office. If you are arranging in your area, then we have to fix the time and date initially. And in that, one of the report will be yours only, so you have to gather only 9 people. Once you gather the people, then I'll start giving you the online training, how to expand that business, and then how to do the counseling of that report, right? But counseling of that report is not, it is not only directly online. For that you need to invest around 5,000 rupees. Once you earn from this, first you have a two choice. Either you can become a scanner operator, or you can keep on doing marketing without any investment, or you can start learning counseling. Now counseling job, first you have to go through the extensive 3 days training, classroom training as well as on-job training. Once you do that training, then only I'll be certifying, you'll get the certificate from the Brain Secret that you are certified counselor, and then you can start doing counseling. Why we do so much of training and all that thing? Because DMIT is a report which is generated to guide someone for the life, right? Now in counseling, if I say my report says engineer, and there is the person who will be coming for the report, generally either they will come for the curiosity, or they will come if there is a conflict in the family. Like father wants son or daughter to do CA, and daughter wants to go for the art or music or something like that. So there is already conflict, there is already stress, and in that the report says towards daughter side that okay, she should go for the dancing because her kinesthetic is good. So in that, counselor becomes like mediator between the parent. So if she or he is able to guide properly, then there will be a peace in the family. Otherwise, instead of guiding them, we will be providing more fights to that house or that family. That is why going through becoming a counselor is a step-wise process in which you have to do a lot of studies, lot of sadhana, lot of practice, and then you can become counselor. I hope you people are getting what I am trying to say. I will just repeat again one thing. You can start with the zero investment. You start gathering people. You give me 10 reports at a stage. I will give you 10% commission, that comes to the 5,000 rupees. And then you can choose whether you want to do the marketing, you want to take your own software to generate the report, or you want to do counseling, or you want to quit the process. Right? Thank you.